We're now going to find the area of regular polygons when they're giving you side lengths or perimeters. So if the side lengths are all 12 in this regular octagon, if I draw an apothem and a central angle, that's going to cut the 12 into a pair of sixes. So now, once again, I have a radius and I have an apothem. The only thing I really need to find here is the apothem or apothem, because the radius won't help me get the area. So what I can do is I can do 1/2 base times height. And in order to do that, I'm going to need to find the central angle. So the central angle of this is going to be 360 divided by the number of sides. And the number of sides is 8. So 360 divided by 8 gives me 45 degrees. And then what I'm going to do is do the apothem split. So that cuts that in half. So this is, each of these small angles is 22.5 degrees. So I'm going to find the apothem. I'll redraw this right triangle. So this is an A. This is a 6. And this is a 22.5. So the tangent of 22.5 equals 6 over A. So in order to get A by itself, I multiply the A over and I divide by tangent of 22.5. So A equals 6 divided by tangent of 22.5. And then after that, it basically becomes typing stuff in the calculator. So 6 divided by the tangent of 22.5 means that A is equal to 14.485. Then I'm finding the area of this triangle. So 1/2 times base, which is 12, because that's the side length, times 14.485 gives me the area of one of these triangles. That's 86.912. And then I take the 86.912 and I multiply it by 8. And I end up getting 695.294. So the area of this octagon is 695.294 units squared. Find the area of a regular nonagon with perimeter 90. So I'm going to draw my central angle. 360 divided by 9 gives me 40, and then I divide that by 2. So I'm going to get 20 degrees after I do the apothem split. So here's the apothem. This is a 20-degree angle. Then I'm given that the perimeter is 90. There are 9 sides, so I take 90 and divide it by 9. So each side length is 10. So all of these sides are 10, which means that when I do the apothem split, that turns into a pair of 5s. So now when I redraw, now I don't have to redraw it, but I'm just doing it to make it a little bit easier for you to see. This is the apothem, this is 5, this angle is 20 degrees. So I can find the length of A, or the apothem, by taking the tangent of 20 degrees equals 5 over A. So then I cross multiply, basically. I take this A and multiply it over here. I divide by the tangent of 20. So A equals 5 divided by the tangent of 20. And now it's basically all calculator work. So 5 divided by the tangent of 20 is about 13.737. So 13.737. Now I want to find the area of this triangle. And then there are going to be 9 of them. So there are going to be 9 of these triangles. And so what I do is I do 1/2 times the base, which is 10, times the height, which is 13.737, and I get about 68.687. Then I take that, 68.687, and I multiply it by 9, because there are going to be 9 triangles here, and I end up with a final area of 618.182 units squared. Find the area of a regular 15-gon with side length 6. So, just like we showed in the last video, really all I'm doing is I'm finding the area of one triangle and then multiplying it by the number of triangles that are in my picture. So, if my side length is 6, after I do the apothem split, these are going to be 3's. If I have 360 divided by 15, that gets me 24 degrees for my central angle. Then when I do the apothem split, this angle is 12. I have to find the apothem because the radius, once again, is not going to help me find the area. So I do tangent of 12 degrees equals 3 over A. So A is equal to 3 divided by the tangent of 12. And then it basically becomes all calculator work. So 3 divided by the tangent of 12 gives me an apothem of 14.114. Then in order to find the area of this triangle, I do 1/2 times the base, which is 6, times the height, which is 14.113 or so. I get 42.342. Then I take 42.342 and I multiply that by 15 because that's how many triangles there would be if I actually drew a 15-sided figure. So I multiply the area of that triangle by 15 and I end up with the area is 635.125 units squared.